In this ever-changing and tumultuous world, have you ever felt as if your mind were like a flickering flame, easily swept away by the winds of life? Have the intense emotions and sudden reactions ever left you feeling exhausted and confused? We, as beings of this world, are often entangled in joy, anger, love, and sorrow, forgetting the tranquility that our souls truly need. Let me share with you a story about inner peace, about mastering emotions and the mind, something each of us can attain. This is not a tale of miracles or distant wonders, but of simple practices and the profound teachings of the Buddha, lessons that you can apply in your daily life. In modern life, we frequently face stress, pressure, and negative emotions. Perhaps you have sought a way to maintain calmness, not to be swept away by life's tempests. This is why we must learn to master our emotions. This journey is not about denying emotions but understanding them more deeply and learning to respond wisely instead of merely reacting instinctively. It is the path to peace, a state of mind where worries and troubles dissolve, leaving room for serenity and tranquility. As you walk each step of this journey, you will realize that peace is not something distant. It resides within you, in every breath, every moment of the present. By simply pausing, listening, and practicing, you will discover a new world within your mind, one filled with serenity and happiness. Join me on this journey, a journey where each step brings you closer to your true self and the purity you have always sought. This is not an easy path, but every step will bring you closer to true freedom from the chains of emotions and the pressures of life. In this world, full of challenges and tribulations, calmness is not merely a psychological state but an inner strength that empowers individuals to overcome all difficulties. When faced with life's adversities, we are often caught in the whirlwind of emotions, leading to hasty decisions and immediate reactions that we may regret for a lifetime. Thus, nurturing and maintaining calmness becomes one of the most crucial lessons in the journey toward happiness and peace. Calmness, from a Buddhist perspective, is not just about controlling emotions but about a state of awareness where the mind remains undisturbed by external factors. The Buddha taught, "Keep your mind calm in every circumstance, and you will never be overwhelmed by afflictions." This serves as a reminder that only when we maintain a steady mind can we perceive issues clearly and make wise decisions. In Buddhist terminology, calmness can be understood as the state of equanimity, upekkha, one of the four immeasurable minds that the Buddha encouraged us to cultivate. Equanimity is the unshaken state of mind, undisturbed by temptations or suffering, maintaining balance between affection and aversion. In daily life, when facing hardships or being offended, we easily get swept away by anger or sadness. However, if we cultivate equanimity, we can stand firm like a mountain amidst storms, unshaken by the currents of life. When we are calm, our wisdom becomes clearer, and we can uphold compassion. The Buddha taught, when anger arises, pause and observe. Like a blazing fire, if you do not add fuel, it will extinguish itself. Calmness helps us refrain from fueling the fire of emotions, allowing us to nurture compassion and understanding instead. This is the key to building a life of peace and happiness. To nurture calmness, we need to practice mindfulness and meditation, two essential methods in Buddhism. Mindfulness helps us become fully aware of what is happening within our minds and bodies. When we are aware of our rising emotions, we can manage them before they turn into actions or words. Meditation, on the other hand, is a powerful tool that helps the mind become quiet and focused. Through meditation, we learn to observe the flow of thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Meditation not only reduces stress but also creates a profound state of peace in the soul. When we regularly practice meditation, calmness naturally becomes a part of our daily lives. Calmness not only benefits ourselves but also positively impacts those around us. A calm person creates an environment of peace where everyone feels comfortable and safe. The calmness of one person can spread, soothing tensions and conflicts within the family, workplace, or society. In personal relationships, calmness allows us to listen and understand others better. Instead of reacting immediately, we learn to listen deeply, fostering empathy and understanding. This not only improves relationships but also enriches and brings meaning to our lives. Calmness is one of the most valuable qualities that humans can cultivate. It is not only the key to overcoming life's difficulties and challenges but also the path leading to enlightenment and liberation. When we learn to master our emotions and maintain calmness in every circumstance, we discover an immense inner strength, one that helps us live a life of peace, happiness, and meaning. Always remember, calmness is not something distant. It exists in every breath, every moment of the present. By pausing, listening, and practicing, you will find serenity within your soul. And from there, you will realize that true strength does not come from controlling others or circumstances, but from mastering yourself. When we face challenges in life, our initial response is often to act quickly, sometimes without careful thought. This impulsiveness can lead to unforeseen consequences, from strained relationships to deep regrets. Pausing, not reacting immediately, is not merely a simple act but a profound practice that brings numerous benefits, both personal and social. In the context of Buddhist teachings, pausing before reacting is an expression of mindfulness and wisdom, guiding us to live a life of peace and meaning. Self-control is one of the essential qualities that each person must develop to live a mindful and awakened life. According to the Buddha's teachings, self-control is not about harsh discipline but the ability to maintain a steady mind, unshaken by negative emotions. When we pause before reacting, we grant ourselves a precious moment to reflect and consider our actions. Imagine a situation where you are unfairly criticized. The natural reaction for many would be to retaliate or defend themselves by speaking back. However, if you pause, take a deep breath, you will realize that an immediate reaction may only worsen the situation. The stillness allows you to regain balance, enabling you to respond more rationally and calmly. This is the essence of self-control, acting from understanding and wisdom rather than being led by fleeting emotions. Human relationships are fragile, often susceptible to harm from thoughtless words and actions. Hasty reactions can lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Conversely, when we know how to pause and think before acting, we create space for understanding and empathy. A gentle and calm response not only eases tension in a conversation but also makes the other person feel respected and heard. This builds mutual trust and respect, the foundation for enduring relationships. The Buddha taught, "Words are like flowers, choose the most beautiful ones to offer." Timely silence or gentle words can be the most precious gift we give to others, especially in times of tension. Stress and pressure frequently have negative effects on our mental and physical health. When we react hastily, our body instantly enters a state of tension, the nervous system becomes overstimulated, leading to outcomes such as increased heart rate, high blood pressure, and mental fatigue. On the contrary, when we learn to pause and not let emotions take over, we create a space to calm ourselves, helping both the body and mind return to balance. Buddhism encourages the practice of mindfulness as a way to maintain mental health. Mindfulness helps us become more aware of what is happening in our minds and bodies, allowing us to manage emotions and reactions more effectively. When we pause before reacting, we give our mind the opportunity to settle, observe, and receive everything without judgment. This not only reduces stress but also brings peace and serenity to the soul. Pausing before reacting is not only a practical action but also a means to develop wisdom and compassion. When we do not let ourselves be swept away by emotions, we can observe things more objectively. This helps us better understand the causes and consequences of actions, enabling us to make wiser decisions. The Buddha taught that wisdom and compassion are like the two wings of a bird, both must be developed equally to fly high. When we remain calm and do not react immediately, we not only develop wisdom but also demonstrate compassion toward others. We pause not just to think about the consequences of our actions on ourselves but also to consider their impact on others. This helps build a more harmonious and compassionate society. Pausing before reacting is a valuable lesson that everyone needs to learn and practice in daily life. It not only helps us avoid mistakes caused by impulsive actions but also offers numerous benefits for mental health, strengthens relationships, and fosters the growth of wisdom and compassion. Always remember, in every situation, pausing, thinking, and acting mindfully will help us live a life of peace and happiness. The Buddha taught, just pause, and you will clearly see the path. This is a reminder for all of us that in stillness, we will find the way to happiness and enlightenment. A personal mantra, though not a novel concept in spiritual traditions, holds a profound power that helps individuals maintain mental stability amidst the ever-changing tides of life. It is not a magical spell from fairy tales but a practical tool that aids in adjusting the mind, regaining calmness, and finding inner balance during the most stressful moments. In Buddhism, language carries immense power. Words can be the source of happiness or suffering, underscoring the crucial role of mantras. A personal mantra is not merely a simple phrase but a deep reminder that helps us focus on the present, release pressure, and reconnect with ourselves. A personal mantra, whether a familiar saying or a short phrase, holds significant meaning for its user. It may serve as a reminder of personal values, life goals, or a self-encouraging message. A mantra like, "I am in control," is not just an affirmation but a declaration of one's inner strength. By repeating this phrase, we remind ourselves that no matter what happens, we have the ability to control our reactions, maintain our composure, and not let external circumstances dictate our mind. In Buddhist teachings, the use of mantras is considered a method to focus the mind, helping practitioners achieve tranquility and peace. Mantras like Om Mani Padme Hum are not just chants but means for practitioners to connect with compassion and wisdom. Personal mantras, in this context, are more intimate, bearing a personal touch that makes it easier for individuals to identify and connect with themselves. Repeating a personal mantra daily is not just a formal action but a habit that needs to be nurtured and practiced with mindfulness. Each morning, as the sun rises, spend a few minutes repeating your mantra. This practice helps you start the day with awareness and serenity, laying a solid foundation for your mind throughout the day. In the evening, before going to bed, repeat your mantra once more. This not only helps you relax and release the day's tensions but also offers a moment to deeply connect with yourself, reviewing the thoughts and emotions you've experienced. With regular practice, the mantra gradually seeps into your consciousness, becoming an integral part of your life. A personal mantra does more than steady your mind, it also enhances self-awareness and personal growth. When you repeat a mantra like, "I am in control," you are not only affirming your inner strength but also creating a positive mental environment. This helps build self-confidence and increase patience while soothing negative emotions such as anxiety and fear. In Buddhist teachings, repetition, chanting, is not meant to produce external effects but to transform the inner self. Each repetition acts like a gentle stream flowing into the consciousness, washing away worries and anxieties, bringing clarity and serenity. When used correctly, personal mantras can help practitioners achieve balance in life, leading to enlightenment and liberation. To fully harness the power of a personal mantra, there are several important points to consider. First, choose a mantra that suits your circumstances and needs. It can be a simple phrase but must carry profound meaning, capable of inspiring and guiding your mind toward the noble values you pursue. Second, the repetition of the mantra should be done with mindfulness. This means you should not merely repeat the mantra mechanically but truly focus on each word and its meaning. Only when your mind fully attends and immerses in the mantra can you feel the positive transformation it brings. Third, be patient and maintain daily practice of the mantra. Like planting a tree, it takes time and care for it to grow and bear fruit. Similarly, with consistent practice, the positive changes in your mind and life will become apparent. A personal mantra, though simple, contains immense power, helping us to steady our mind and regain balance in life. It is not just a spiritual tool but a companion that reminds us of the value of mindfulness and compassion. Through exploring and practicing personal mantras, we not only enhance self-awareness but also develop patience, confidence, and wisdom. Start your day with your mantra, and you will find that, despite life's many challenges, you can overcome them all with inner peace and strength. Breath is the rhythm of life, the bridge that connects body and mind. From the moment we are born until the end of our journey in this world, breath is our constant companion, yet few of us truly realize its power and significance. In Buddhist teachings, breath is not merely a sign of life but also the gateway to peace and mindfulness. Let us delve into the depths of breath and explore how it can become the key to achieving inner serenity. In the tradition of meditation, breath is not just a physiological action but a means to regulate the mind. When we face intense emotions, anxieties, or life's pressures, breath becomes a safe haven where we can find balance. The Buddha taught, breath is the most reliable companion, it is always with us in every moment of life. When fully aware, breath becomes the doorway that leads us into inner peace. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is not just a simple exercise but a practice that brings profound relaxation. It is a method to calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and bring tranquility during challenging times. Inhale for 4 seconds, begin by slowly inhaling over 4 seconds. This helps you focus on the breath, steering away from worries and unnecessary thoughts. Hold for 7 seconds. As you hold your breath, you allow your body time to absorb oxygen and create a pause that heightens your awareness of the present moment. Exhale for 8 seconds, slowly exhale over 8 seconds, releasing not only carbon dioxide but also the accumulated tension and worries in your mind. This technique is more than just a breathing exercise, it is a lesson in patience and mindfulness. Through each breath, we learn to slow down, savor each moment, and prevent external pressures from taking control of our minds. Breath is the bridge that links the body and mind. When the mind is caught in worries, anxieties, or anger, the breath often becomes short and rapid, a natural response of the body to stress. Conversely, when the mind is at peace, the breath becomes gentle and steady. In meditation practice, we are often guided to return to the breath to find tranquility. Breath helps us recognize arising emotions, without judgment, without fleeing, but simply observing. This understanding deepens our insight into the impermanent nature of emotions. They come and go like gentle breezes passing through. Starting your day with a few minutes of focused breathing is not just a way to prepare your mind but also a method to set the tone of peace for the entire day. Spend a few minutes each morning sitting in silence, concentrating on your breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a moment, then exhale slowly. Just a few minutes of this can make a noticeable difference in your mind and body. In the evening, repeating this breathing practice helps release tension and prepares you for deeper sleep. Let the breath guide you into sleep, bringing peace and recovery after a long day. Breath not only helps us manage emotions but also has healing power. When we breathe correctly, the body receives adequate oxygen, the nervous system relaxes, and bodily functions improve. Focusing on breath also alleviates mental stress, reducing anxiety and depression. In the Buddha's teachings, breath is seen as a means for practitioners to reach deep meditative states. When the mind focuses on the breath, distractions gradually dissipate, leaving behind a clear and serene mind. This is the gateway to enlightenment and liberation. Breath, though simple, holds immense power. It is not just the source of life but also the gateway to peace and enlightenment. Through the practice of mindful breathing, we not only improve physical health but also develop mental strength, helping us face life with calmness and clarity. Let breath be your companion on the journey to inner peace. By returning to your breath in every moment, you will realize that peace is not far away but lies within the breath itself. From there, each breath becomes a step bringing you closer to enlightenment and liberation. Empathy is not merely an abstract concept in Buddhist teachings but a practical skill that can transform our daily lives. When we can understand and feel the emotions of others, we not only build deeper relationships but also contribute to creating a peaceful and compassionate society. Empathy helps us step beyond our narrow self, opening our hearts to accept and share with those around us while adjusting how we respond to both our emotions and those of others. By putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, we no longer view situations solely from our own perspective but broaden our understanding of the motivations, emotions, and circumstances that guide them. The Buddha taught, love and understand others as you would yourself. This is a valuable teaching for us to cultivate compassion and empathy. In the human body, emotions are not just psychological reactions but are linked to physiological changes. When faced with a stressful or dangerous situation, the nervous system automatically triggers the fight or flight response, releasing hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. This can lead to quick reactions, but sometimes they lack rational thought. This is why understanding the biological mechanisms of emotions is crucial to effectively managing them. The prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, rational thinking, and behavioral control. When we practice mindfulness and meditation, we are effectively training the prefrontal cortex to respond calmly and wisely in emotionally charged situations. This helps us move away from instinctive reactions, enabling actions based on wisdom rather than impulsive emotions. Understanding how our body reacts to emotions allows us to learn how to regulate ourselves proactively. For instance, when feeling angry, instead of reacting immediately, we can pause, take a deep breath, and give our prefrontal cortex time to process the information, leading to more thoughtful and wise decisions. Empathy is not an innate ability but a skill that can be cultivated over time. One of the most effective methods to develop empathy is through active listening. Listening is not merely hearing with the ears but also feeling with the heart. When listening to someone, devote your full attention to them, without interrupting, without judging, and strive to understand what they are experiencing. Practicing empathy also requires us to place ourselves in another person's position, striving to understand their emotions and thoughts from their perspective. This does not mean we must agree with all their viewpoints, but rather accept that each person has unique experiences and feelings, all of which deserve to be heard and respected. In Buddhist teachings, empathy is a component of compassion. Compassion is not merely loving kindness but also a deep understanding of others' suffering and a desire to help alleviate it. When we practice empathy, we not only help others feel understood and comforted but also cultivate our own kindness and noble spirit. Empathy brings benefits not just to individuals but also has a profound impact on communities and society. When people understand and respect each other's emotions, conflicts diminish, and relationships become more cohesive. In a society where everyone practices empathy, disputes and disagreements are resolved peacefully, through dialogue and mutual understanding. A community built on the foundation of empathy is a resilient one, where people support each other, share hardships, and together overcome challenges. The Buddha taught, when you sow the seeds of empathy and compassion, you will reap a harvest of happiness and peace. Empathy is the key to unlocking the doors of understanding and harmony in all relationships. By understanding and sharing the emotions of others, we not only provide comfort to them but also enrich our own souls, fostering compassion and wisdom. Practice empathy in every word, action, and thought, to build a life filled with meaning and a peaceful society. Empathy is not just a gift we give to others, but also a gift we give to ourselves, helping us live a life of serenity and happiness. As we conclude a long journey of learning to master our emotions, it is essential not only to absorb theoretical knowledge but also to apply it in our daily lives. The Buddha once taught, knowledge without practice is like a bell that does not ring, a lamp that does not light. Therefore, this journey does not end with learning but marks the beginning of a more mindful life, where each day is an opportunity to practice and master our emotions. When we learn strategies for emotional mastery, such as deep breathing, using personal mantras, and practicing empathy, the most crucial step is turning these into daily habits. A common mistake is believing that theoretical knowledge alone is sufficient. However, true transformation only occurs when we put this knowledge into practice. Deep breathing, a simple yet effective technique, helps us reconnect with ourselves in moments of stress. When you feel anxious or angry, remember that just a few slow, mindful breaths can calm the mind and bring tranquility. This is not merely a temporary action but a method to maintain balance and peace throughout the day. Personal mantras also play a vital role in helping you master your emotions. A mantra such as, "I am in control," serves not only as a reminder but as an affirmation of your inner strength. Repeat this mantra every morning and evening, making it an integral part of your daily routine. Over time, these words will not just be phrases but will become a part of who you are, enabling you to face challenges with calmness and clarity. Empathy, on the other hand, is a crucial skill that not only helps you better understand others' emotions but also builds stronger and more harmonious relationships. Practice empathy in all your daily interactions. Listen not just with your ears but with your heart. When you place yourself in someone else's position, you not only help them feel understood but also develop deeper compassion and understanding within yourself. This journey is not a path toward perfection but one of perseverance and continuous effort. There will be days when you find it difficult, when emotions seem uncontrollable, and you feel as if you are failing. But remember, every step, no matter how small, holds meaning. The Buddha taught, no road is too long, no mountain too high if you take it one step at a time. View mistakes and failures as valuable lessons. Instead of blaming yourself, use them as opportunities for learning and growth. Emotional mastery is not about eliminating all negative emotions but about learning to face and handle them wisely and calmly. Each day is an opportunity for progress, even if just a little. Set small, specific goals, such as practicing meditation daily, repeating your personal mantra, or spending time listening and understanding others. These small goals will help build a solid foundation for long-term emotional mastery. The journey of mastering emotions is long and challenging, but each step brings profound value and meaning. Transform the strategies and techniques you have learned into daily habits, and never stop striving to move forward. Each day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and move closer to inner peace. And remember, perfection is not the destination. The journey itself, with all its patience, perseverance, and compassion, is what truly matters. As you reflect on this journey, do you find your soul lighter, your heart more at ease? Looking back, do you see that peace is not something distant but within your reach? Dear friend, true serenity does not come from external sources but resides deep within each of us. When you understand the nature of emotions and learn to face them with composure and wisdom, you will no longer be swept away by life's fluctuations. The lessons from the Buddha, techniques like deep breathing, personal mantras, and empathy, not only help you find peace but also unlock the door to enlightenment. This is a long journey, but each step carries immense value for your life. Remember, each day is a new opportunity to practice, to learn, and to grow. No matter the difficulties or challenges you face, always maintain the belief that you can master your emotions and mind. Remind yourself that each challenge is a lesson, each hardship an opportunity for growth. What you have learned not only improves yourself but also inspires those around you. When you live with inner peace, you spread that positive energy to your loved ones, friends, and community. Finally, always remember that this journey is not about becoming a perfect person but about becoming a better version of yourself each day. Never stop learning, never stop exploring yourself and the world around you. Peace is not the final destination but each step you take along your chosen path. May you always keep your faith and perseverance on the journey of mastering your emotions and mind. Each step will bring you closer to enlightenment, to the serenity you have been seeking. Remember, peace lies within you, and as long as you believe, you will find it in every moment of life.